And this is why I've been doing my inspections in the morning. There's just a lot of bees on the front of the hive in the afternoon and evening. So, we have 3 ingredients: boric acid, an old CD case, and some melted butter. I've taken the end of the CD case and broken the tab off of it. So, there's enough of a room there for ants to crawl in and get our wondrous dinner. But I don't want anybody else crawling in there. So, we'll start by putting some of the melted butter into the middle of the CD case. And now we're going to mix in some boric acid. The idea is the ants love the butter, and in the process will eat the boric acid, maybe even take it back to their colony. And I'll show you what we're going to do as far as putting it in the bee colony right about now. So what we're going to do here is we take out the bottom board, and there's a little area underneath the hive, and it's behind this little piece of wood here. So we're going to slip this guy over and drop him under there. So the bottom board actually separates the hive from this metal plate. The metal plate is what actually has the boric acid container on it, so the bees are pretty isolated from it. So hopefully the ants will sense that butter, climb in there, eat it, take it back to their colony, and that'll be the end of the deal. We'll find out in about a week. We'll give them about a week and come back and check the ant situation on this colony. But I have some pretty good hope. Boric acid is pretty effective. The biggest thing is you want to put it in an area where the bees just can't get to it, but you still want it very close to the hive. On the screen bottom boards, you have the screen, you have the white board, and then you have a dead space underneath on the other side of that rail, and that's where the butter with the boric acid is. I think our smoker's out of smoke. We got a little in there. Just enough. Well now, that's kind of a pleasant sight. We actually have enough bees to make it worthwhile putting in a puff of smoke. So, let's see how these guys are doing. They still are clustered around the original nuke frames. So let's pull out our ugly end frame spacer thing. I think we'll probably make it into the trash. Really serves no purpose at all. As one would expect in dearth, nothing really going on as far as draw goes. You might be drinking down a little of the nectar that had been stored in there. So we have to keep an eye to make sure that these guys don't run out of, oh, there's some wheat in here. Out of nectar. We haven't really moved any operations over onto the new frames. For those that are just joining us, this was an observation hive that grew into a nuke and then kind of even outgrew the nuke. Old brood and young larvae and jelly in the cells. Good, good. and one bee jumping off to say, hey, let's sting that guy. It is still, after all, early morning. The little queen that could. Still impressive. Still impressive. And you know what? The peppermints are gone. So the bees are eating the peppermints. There's nothing really wrong with that. I mean, beekeepers have been using peppermints for a while. See how they jump off at the hand? Yeah, they're jumpy. I wouldn't really consider peppermints bee food, more hive beetle control, but after all, it's about 99% sugar, so that doesn't hurt either. I'll stick those down in there. Put the ugly frame back in. And we'll call it a day from Buzz Park. A very hot day. The sun's coming going. Not much rain. We're in a dearth. Well, I want to make sure that these guys make it through to the fall flow on all the hives. So we're going to have to keep an eye on the weight of the hives and what they're up to. But other than that, see you next week.